Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you the Greek gift sacrifice by featuring one of my games played on chess.com. As my rating suggests, I ain't no chess master, but yes, I can play better than 99.7% of you. Yes, I'll blunder my pieces, but you will like it. I started off the game with 1 e4 and my opponent responded with the lamest opening on the face of this earth, the French defense. It's like you are inviting your opponent to grab the space in the center and attack you the entire game. I played the advanced variation, which is supposed to be the most critical response to the French defense. Now in this position I could have castled, but I was setting up my opponent for something diabolical. My opponent's best move would have been to play h6 to avoid all this. But as you can see, he walked right into it. Now let's take a moment and appreciate the beautiful piece that rests on d3, our light square bishop. See, it looks on all four sides of the board. The very definition of a good bishop, especially with the central pawns being on dark squares. Now what to do with that bishop? Well, just like Thanos pushed his daughter off the cliff to get the soul stone, you sacrifice the bishop on h7. Boom! Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son! So this is what, my friend, is known as the Greek gift sacrifice. I followed it up with knight g5 check and he is forced to come forward. Now I followed it up with h4 and my opponent captures my knight and all the threats are renewed once more. And now the justification of not castling, I can play h5 and the king is forced to the corner and with a discovered check I win the queen. And my opponent showed me his red flag. So now we come to the analysis board to show you the nuances of the Greek gift sacrifice. The most important piece is the light square bishop, which should be able to sacrifice itself on h7 if your opponent castles. Now I suggest to defer castling for one move and play something like bishop d2 to let your opponent make the mistake of castling. And also to note, your opponent's knight should be on e7 and not the bishop. If the bishop is on e7, this sacrifice doesn't work. Now the best move for black is playing h6 to avoid the sacrifice, but my opponent didn't play that and just castled. Now the point of the sacrifice is that your opponent is forced to take it. If he doesn't take it and say plays something like king to h8, then he runs into trouble, because after knight g5, even if he plays knight f5, the top computer move, I take the knight and then play queen h5 the next move and it's just checkmate. The king has nowhere to run and gets checkmated. Okay, now let's back up and see what happens after he takes the bishop. Now you go knight g5 check, and now the king cannot go backwards, because if he gets backwards, then it's the same thing. We play queen h5 and then it's checkmate in the next few moves. So the best move of the opponent after accepting the sacrifice is to come forward. Now you continue the attack with either h4 or queen g4, both of which are acceptable. In my game I continued with h4, and now you see the point of not castling. I need that rook on that open file to attack that king. Now the best move according to the computer is queen b6, which my opponent didn't play, but even if he had played, he would have been lost. And even if he plays the top computer move, that is to take the pawn on d4, there are so many threats in this position, he just can't survive. See, I'll show you a line. He takes the pawn, I push h5, the king is forced to the corner, then I take the knight back and the queen is lost. Now in the game this didn't happen, because my opponent played the move bishop takes c3. And now after b takes c3, all the threats are renewed once more. He played queen to c7, which runs into h5, followed by a discovered check on the king, winning the queen. And this is where the game ended. So hope you enjoyed the video and learned how to set up and execute the Greek gift sacrifice. Thank you.